We made our Champions League debut in the previous episode, and it was a debut to remember for us. If you missed it, go back, check out that episode, then come back and watch this one. Welcome back, everyone, to our My Player Career Mode. Thank you for all of your support. I appreciate you all, and I hope I find you all doing very well and having an awesome day. We do have more Champions League action today as well, as we'll face Inter at home, mixed in with league matches too. 1,000 likes is the target. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this video, my friends. First up today, we are in the league against FC Luzern at home as well, and there is the team. Here is Colley. We are the option back if he wants it. Now we'll make the move forwards. Switch of play to the left-hand side is on. Nueton into the feet of Lauper. Lauper, as we're trying to create half a yard. Back the way of Colley. Colley now then into my feet. We do create half the yard. And it's an early shot which has to be saved by Vasic, and Dawn concedes the corner. Carvina has got the option on the right-hand side in the form of Winkler. As Winkler is able to now carry the ball forwards under really no pressure. Carvina inside to Kadak. Kadak in the area of Young Boys. Gets his shot away as well, and Keller pushes it past his post. Chance apiece for both sides. Corner to defend though here. Dawn sends it in. Colley might just get to that second ball. He has done. And the ball over the top could be on. We control it. And now look up towards the middle. Towards Ugrinic. Colley won by Emery. Colley's ball through. As we're down under the challenge. And I wonder what's the referee going to give here. The touch did take it towards goal. I think it'd be a harsh red card if we saw it. It's going to be yellow surely. Yeah, there you go. Just the yellow for Nicky Beloko. You'll see it better here. This touch just takes us into that space. And he sticks a leg out trying to win the ball. Takes me out in the process. Free kick. Which we've actually been given responsibility for. Which we could just try and hit and see what happens. Can we get over the wall though? We have got it over the wall. And we force a save from Vasic. But it wasn't like it was the best of free kicks by any means. We'll take the corner at least. Ugrinic sends it in. Dawn gets to it. Second ball to be won is there for Colley. Colley to Lauper. Lauper to myself. Out to the left-hand side here for Hadjam. And now the ball through from Emery. Oh, why is my player not shooting? As soon as that ball went through, I pressed the shoot button. My player seemed to angle his run and just didn't get on the ball. That was a great chance. That's a nice back heel. Carvina will shoot from distance. Almost caught Keller out. Final 20 minutes of the game. Elia into my feet. Back the way of Elia. He's continued the play as well by playing it towards me. Cross goes towards the back post for Nueton. Dawn gets there. Rebound, though, could be ours. I'm not sure who's handled the ball here. I think it is them, which does mean it is a free kick the way of Young Boys. And look at the position that we are in for this free kick here. We're going to give it to Ugrinic. Can he come up with the spectacular? 15 minutes to go. Ugrinic! Into the wall. Corner ball. Kamara. Blum. Forwards. Now we'll play Ugrinic. Ugrinic. Right-hand side. Still got it here. Goes back inside towards myself. You can see, though, if we want to try and create a chance, we're going to have to come up with something. And that's a nice ball through. Rebound is there. Nueton! He pounces! 10 minutes from time. BSC Young Boys have got the goal. The shot palmed back out into such a dangerous area. And Nueton said thank you very much. And he was on hand to tap the ball in. The pass initially was played through. But even then, we're not directly in on goal. I think the goalkeeper has to do better. You simply can't push it back into that sort of area. Straight where Nueton was going into. Well, we got the goal, but can we hold the lead? That's the main question now, because here comes Ulrich. Cross goes in! I'm waiting for an offside flag that doesn't seem to be coming. And Luzern, as easy as that, are back on level terms. It was a great cross towards the back post. But then you have to question how our defence get wrong-sided if it's not offside. We can't see it from this angle, so that's pointless. Oh, well, I can't really see. But all I know is that when they get that chance, we have to be defending it better. Especially when you work so hard to take the lead yourself. Whatever we do, do not lose it now. Do not lose it now. Kamara, good block. Ugrinic, 3 additional minutes. It is now Elia. Elia for Young Boys. As he's gone centrally, I tried to make the move into the space that he vacated. Elia's done so well here with this run. Nueton's ball does not find its way towards me, and that is full time. It finishes all square here. We were ahead for 3 minutes, and we had to try to defend that lead, which we were unable to do. Big game, this one. Top of the league, Zurich, away at their place as well. Don't really want to be losing any more ground in the title race. Let's see what they're all about then. They're top of the league for a reason, and can Young Boys come up with a performance that halts their league charge? Well, so far, it's not the start to the game that suggests so, because the early chance has gone their way. Keller already with a save to his name, and a corner goes in, and there is the win at the near post, which leads to the goal, and already Zurich have the lead. BSC Young Boys have not woken up from kickoff. 5 minutes on the clock, the league leaders strike. Quite possibly one of the worst ways we could have started this game. There's 3 Young Boys players around this ball, and yet Kamerbi is the one who wins it. Quite incredible. Ugrinic, now for Colley, as I would have been offside. Colley does try the ball over the top, which Katic hooks away to his fullback. And the ball is there to be won in the air, and they've come away with it again. We're just losing the individual battles at the minute, which is causing us problems then, because then we have to go on the defensive, as the ball is bouncing around and falling favourably for Zurich, which is a little bit frustrating. But like I mentioned, they are the side winning their individual battles, which is leading to this. We're half an hour in, and we've got to find an answer, because right now, we haven't got one. And if we're not able to find one, I have a feeling the game's going to be 2-0 very, very soon. Corner ball sent in, and we know what happened from the last one off the woodwork, and somehow it has not resulted in a second. We've got a player down here as well, which is not a good sign. But that was so close to 2-0. And here goes Nueton. We haven't really been able to threaten up the other end. This could be a chance to do so, though. With Nueton now then, charging forward, left-hand side, still got it. Finds my feet, one more. Somehow I still come away with the ball, and I can't get the shot right. I tried to play inside to Emery, and I couldn't get the pass right, and then the shot lacked any real power. Nueton, and now Elia. It is Elia. Elia's ball through. We take the touch into the area, and it's not been our best, but it's a goal. And by best I mean best performance. But it's a goal that draws BSC Young Boys level. Ugrinic slides that ball through. And over on this right-hand side, there's a pass on towards Emery. Emery, who seemed to slow down when the ball reached him, has now found Ugrinic. Ugrinic goes back post! Nueton saved! That was a chance to steal the game away from Zurich. We certainly don't deserve it, but that was a golden chance to do so. It's Nueton now then. Can we keep the pressure on? Nueton looks up, doesn't put the cross in, and that ball has trickled out for a BSC Young Boys throw-in, which will be taken by Blum. We've still got time here, but then I guess if we do lose it, so too does Zurich to maybe find a winner. Ugrinic fired into my feet, taken well. One more here towards Virginius, who can stride forward, look for the ball back. Given away, but then straight back towards Young Boys as the ball is now with me. Out wide for Emery, and Emery can take it and play it the way of Elia. Elia trying to shift, open up an angle. Elia, can we get there? Oh, he prodded it goalwards, but it's wide. I think they were the moments. They were the chances for us to steal this game away. It'll be heartbreak now if Zurich do it up the other end. What has just happened? Why have we let him just go into the biggest of gaps in our defence? That was baffling. At least try and defend full time, and quite frankly, we were fortunate up until about the 85th minute to even still have a chance of getting anything out of that game. But then we could have so easily have won it. And now we host Inter Milan in the Champions League, and we do have an injury to Ugrinic, so he's not starting this one. So far in the Champions League, 1-0 victory over Aston Villa. And then we gave a very good account of ourselves against Barcelona at their place in Spain, but ended up with a 1-0 defeat. We had a couple of chances in that game, really should have taken them. So here is an opportunity for us to somewhat redeem ourselves if we do get a chance in this one against Inter. First chance for Inter to venture forwards then through Barella. Inside to Lautaro Martinez, inside the penalty area. Back heel for Mkhitaryan. Joins the attack, back the way of Barella once more. Martinez, he's trying to find a shooting chance, which he creates brilliantly. Finds the hands, though, of Keller. Into corner. They fake the short one. Çalhanoğlu delivers. Colley gets his head to the first ball, but it's with Barella for the second chance now. And Martinez again with the shot. This one has hit Kamara. And it will be another Inter corner. DeMarco. Mkhitaryan. Now to Ram. He's got nobody really putting the pressure on him. So too Lautaro Martinez. And this is a bit of a problem when we let them pick up the ball. But the question is, do we drop deep and actually match them there? Or do we keep going? That's a high foot, referee. How's that been allowed? Mkhitaryan's gone all the way through and scored. And surely there has to be an inquest as to how on earth that's not a free kick. Inter are celebrating, but surely young boys will be livid. I think the initial advantage is played for the handball on the shot. In fact, there's a double handball in there because the ball ricochets off us onto Mkhitaryan's arm that he then controls it with. That then he goes with a high foot and none of those things are picked up. That for me is a goal that should have been chalked out more than once. Handball, high foot, and in fact our handball as well. Crazy. Emery into my feet. As we'll play it the way of Lauper. Carry on the run as well. The offside flag will remain down here. Nicely done by Lauper. Right-footed efforts! Young boys back on level terms. I was just going to say, we have to try and not let that decision in the first half affect us. Because the game is already hard enough with the fact that we are classed as the underdogs. That when you concede a goal to open up the scoring, which you clearly can see should have been ruled out, that can affect you. But it doesn't seem like we're letting it. We've come back out the second half, responded well, and we are back on level terms, and I'd like to say game on. Switch of play here. DeMarco's touch takes him back inside of Blum. It's a lovely touch as well. Can he open up a shot, though? Kamara blocks the intended pass, and the shot does come through by Lautaro Martinez. Saved well, though. Into corner, delivered in. Can we win that first header? We do. Acerbi sends it back goalwards. Keller catches. Chance maybe for a counter-attack. Final 10 minutes of the game here is upon us. And this result so far would be brilliant for us. But then the big question mark will be, what could have been if the goal from Mkhitaryan had have been ruled out? We could still fight, though, to find a second with Newton getting there ahead of Dumfries. Newton into the area of Inter Milan. Squares it back. Oh, we've hit the bar. Oh, that was so unlucky. Blum. Now Niasse. Emery forwards. We'll try and find the run of Newton. Lifted towards him. Dumfries hooks it clear. Header to be won. Niasse provides his head to the ball in order to keep us on it. Now Blum again. Venturing forwards. Emery to Niasse. Niasse into my feet. Final minute of this one. And that will do us as we try and make the run through. I'll be offside if Emery plays it now. Emery does get it through. Can I unleash the shot? We do! Oh! Would you believe it? BSC Young Boys at their home ground have sunk Inter Milan. And they have done the unthinkable. From 1-0 down to 2-1 up. You've had the referee's help as well. And it's not mattered. This is quite incredible. I'm realising, though, as the shot is sort of bending away from Jan Sommer, that as that ball reaches me, it's just a hopeful effort. We hit the bar moments before this, of course. It could have been 2-1 then. It wasn't. But we kept going to the very end. And that is surely the last action of this game. And this place is bouncing. We have won our second Champions League game of the campaign, following on from our 1-0 victory over Villa, and it's come at the expense of Inter Milan. Much like it was against Zurich, this against Servette is an important match. Again, it's all about trying to make up ground in the title race and hope we're still in one come the end of the season. Jumped up for a header and ended up falling on my shoulder, which has now given me an injury, and my player is looking in a little bit of discomfort. I'm hoping it's nothing serious. We haven't been forced off the pitch yet, but every time he gets the opportunity, my player is holding his shoulder like it's causing an issue. So we might be set for a spell on the sidelines through injury shortly. I'm hoping we'll be all right, and it'll just be something that's like a bruise or something like that. It's a few days maybe at most. Maziku, that's a lovely turn by Derek. Oh! It's quite the goal, but it's still so frustrating to concede it. Because the ball's gone out to the left-hand side. It's a ball inside towards Derek, who spins his defender, makes him look silly, essentially. There you go. See you later. And then just a simple ball back, which we don't seem to pick up the runner. Oh, Derek. Again, Blum is really having trouble here. And Derek has got his number. As the offside flag stays down. Antunes! It's a masterclass in how to play. And it's not coming from BFC Young Boys. It's coming from Servette. Antunes with 6 goals to his name this season. Has got his 7th here. And it's quite the pick as well. What a strike. But from our perspective, defensively, going to sleep. It's so strange as well, because literally the game before this against Inter, we actually played so well. And yet we then play in the league and it looks like a different side has been named here. In fact, I think it's maybe the same starting 11, barring Ugrinic, that started the game against Inter. Ugrinic into my feet, finding Collie. Collie turning back in. Side towards me, and you can see the space just isn't there. 3 red shirts around me, but we do find Newerton, who works his way into the penalty area. Forces a save from Frick. It's a corner ball, and actually a very early change to this game. Colley's going off for Elliott, and Colley's not injured. That is a tactical change made by the boss. Frick has come a long way here. Didn't really convincingly get a touch on that. And now there's still a chance here to strike one through a number of bodies. Another corner. This will be the last action of the first half. We could really use a goal to head into half-time with. Corner delivered, as it's easily dealt with. Back out, and that is half-time whistle. As the second half goes, this game's been a write-off. We have not been able to respond to what Servette did in the first half, and it's been pretty much them just controlling this one, seeing the game out. They've had such an easy time of defending against us. I can't seem to be able to work it and try and create the angle to find a ball through. And when we have done, the quality hasn't been there. And it's ended with us having an injury and a 2-0 defeat. I was on such a high after the Inter Milan game. It's now come crashing back down to earth. Disappointment in this game. Well, that's the way it goes. So as we end the episode today, we sit 11 points behind Zurich, who are unbeaten in the league after 12 games. We're down in 7th. But the contrast is that in the Champions League, we are 12th, having won 2 of the 3 games we've played. So it is as if we are 2 different teams. The league team and the Champions League team. If we could just perform in the league like we have been able to do in the Champions League, because even in the defeat to Barcelona, like I said, we gave a good account of ourselves, we'd be in a much better position. But reality is what it is. And the reality is we have work to do if we want to try and mount a challenge for the title. Luckily, we only have a bruised elbow though. So just 5 days is the injury. So we'll be fine. We won't miss much. In fact, we'll probably just miss this game against... Is it Lugano, this one? We'll see. It is Lugano. And match day, am I back and fit? We are not. So we'll quick sim this one and see what the result is going to be. It's ended 1-1. Elia rescuing a point for us late on, which has probably now changed the league table, right? So, yeah, it has. Now we're not 11 points behind anymore. We're now 13. That's it for today, though. I do hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, leave a like. 1,000 likes is the aim. If you are new around here, like what you see, hit that subscribe button, activate the notification bell as well so you don't miss any of the future videos on the channel. Have a great day, have a great evening, look after each other, and I'll see you all back here for more My Player videos very soon. Adios!